Schwartz here. How you doing? Wanted to give a quick demo on this Fender, right there, made in the USA, Fender Telecaster in a classic banana pudding yellow. I don't know, I don't think that's what they call that, but you know me and food. So, you know, I'm talking about hot sauce and seasonings and all that stuff. So anyway, I've got this Fender Telecaster. It's a just standard Fender Telecaster. This is from their anniversary, Fender's 50th anniversary. There's a little gold sticker on the back there. Fender, 50 years. So that would be 1946. And then 50 years later would be 1996. So check this out. I started playing, I'm 34 years old, and I started playing guitar when I was about 18. I'd actually gotten burned out on sports and the politics in my high school baseball kind of thing. So I was kind of into that. And then, but I was always really creative and wanted to do something artistic for a living. And so I said, you know what, the sports thing, forget it. I'm going to start having my friends show me some guitar chords, and my dad strums a bit, and he showed me some stuff. And so I started to get really into it. I got my first electric guitar in about, I'd say like 1994. And it was a Mexican Stratocaster. And I highly recommend the Mexican Fenders for the price. It's the best guitar I think you can get for the price. Kind of in that like $500 range. So this was one of my upgrades from there. So in '96, I was working at a music store, actually, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, called the Candyman, and it's still there. It's a cool store. But they canned me. But anyway, that's a different story. But so anyway, I got this guitar from that shop, and so this became my main guitar because I was playing in like just straight funk 70s cover band with some guys that were older than me, and so I was really learning a lot about that style. And the Telecaster, it's just a bare bones guitar. There's no whammy bar. The bridge is totally fixed, which I actually prefer because I'm just not a whammy kind of guy. It's a nice, solid, kind of heavy chunk of wood with this kind of standard Telecaster front pickup here. It's kind of got a little bit more of a vintage sound. And this is just your run-of-the-mill standard Fender single coil pickup. So the thing with the guitar is you can use the front pickup. I switch the selector to the middle. It's both pickups. Switch it to the back. When you're switched to the back, that's the famous country sound. Bob Bryan's lick. When you go to the front pickup, I usually only use the back or the front. It's just warm enough, but it just cuts through enough. And this particular guitar is the only guitar I have that has, instead of a rosewood fretboard or neck, it's a solid maple neck. And I don't know, it slides on the fingers really nice, probably a little easier than the rosewood neck. I don't really have a preference, but it's just cool to have one like this, one like that, different flavors, you know what I'm saying. So basically it's just a really solid guitar. A lot of people had seen it in my videos and wondered, why don't you play your Tele, man? Why don't you play, or, oh, you're playing that other guitar so much, your Tele's getting jealous, just comments like that. And actually the main reason was just because it has the jack's a little dirty, and I haven't gotten it fixed, so I was just kind of, every once in a while it would like cut out, and that could ruin my video, so didn't want to do that. But anyway, I decided, I mean, I do love this guitar, so thought I'd start playing it. Now, if you've seen my white Stratocaster demo, I talked about how I was a little absent-minded and didn't close up the case, and I pulled the case, you know, the next day I pulled it out of my car, and the Strat went flying in the air and hit my driveway and got nice and dinged up. Well, I've got a story about this that's probably, you know, just as stupid, if not more stupid. It's got a nice little chip right there, but like I said, I mean, it's just a solid piece of wood. So it was in the case, buckled up. I remembered to buckle it. And I was like moving some, I got a bunch of gear and a bunch of junk in my garage, so I was moving some stuff out of the way, and I didn't realize it, but this Telecaster in the case, it kind of slid just underneath, you know, the wheel of my truck. You know, like it was this way and then it fell over. You know, I was moving some stuff, didn't think about it. A couple hours went by, came back, had to go somewhere. Started the car, backed up, you know, it was a big Dodge truck, put it in reverse. Oh no, what was that? Look out, I'd run over just kind of the edge of the case. The case was just like a crater was in the case. And I was just like, oh no. And I opened it up, and I was just expecting it to be, you know, cracked, and just a little ding. So this baby's been run over by a truck, and it's still, maybe that's why the jack's dirty, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, this is probably the most talking I've ever done in a video, so I'm going to leave it at this. Check it out. A Telecaster Fender standard issue, and it's a great sounding guitar. I'm going to actually be using it a lot more in some gigs coming up, just because it cuts through so nice. And yeah, that's it. Later.